Good afternoon, class. So, as I told you yesterday that we are over with our chapter. We have completed the first chapter. So now in today's session, we will do all the numerical practice. Okay. So one by one, we will solve all type of miscellaneous questions, whatever that questions are there from each topic, which we have covered in this chapter. That we will do one by one. So just watch this video properly. But when you are supposed to write it, don't copy it. Just do it by your own. Try to understand the things and then do it. Write it in your notebook. Okay. So let's start with the question. So first question, it's miscellaneous. That means I have not mentioned from which topic I am giving the questions. Okay. So we have to identify that from which topic it is and what will be the solution. Okay. So here is the first question I have written, that hemoglobin contains 0.025 iron by mass. Okay. So molecular mass of hemoglobin is given this. Calculate the number of iron atoms. This is from mole concept. Okay. Number of iron atoms per molecule of hemoglobin we have to find. Is it clear? So what we will do, we will just this 0.25% iron ka matlab kya hai? What does it mean? That we will write first. So 0.25% means 100 gram of hemoglobin. 100 gram of hemoglobin is contains 0.25 gram of iron, isn't it? Can we write? So what is the molecular mass of hemoglobin total? 89600. So in this, what is that? 89600 gram of hemoglobin will contain 0.25 divided by 100 multiplied by 89600 gram of Fe, isn't it? So solve this. I am using calculator, but as I said, you are not supposed to. You have to do it by your own. Okay. So if I will multiply this we are getting 224 gram. Isn't it clear? So now we have to find, this is the total weight of hemoglobin. Total weight of iron. So we'll find that in this weight, what will be the number of atoms, isn't it? So number of atoms. So number of atoms of iron अगर हम ये करें, so total weight is given 224 and एक का weight कितना होता है? The weight of one iron is 56, isn't it? So in this gram it will be exactly, I think, 4. Yes, 4. So number of atoms we got 4. Any doubt in this? So this is the number of atoms present in what? Per molecule of hemoglobin. This is because 56 is one molecule. Okay. So इतना ग्राम अगर किसी भी सब्सटेंस का वेट है तो उसमें कितना होगा. और to be very अगर if you want to write this word, we can write in this way. Hence we can say that in 1 gram atom 4 gram atom of Fe, 1 gram atom of hemoglobin, okay, of hemoglobin, 4 gram atom of Fe. So similarly 1 molecule में कितने हो जाएंगे? That will be simple, 4 atoms of Fe. Okay, so that is not even required. This one is quite clear. Done with this? So hope it is clear. So let's start the next question. The next question is, calculate the number of atoms of oxygen present in 88 gram of carbon dioxide. Calculate the number of atoms. Again, this topic is from mole concept, isn't it? Of oxygen present in 88 gram of carbon dioxide. What would be the weight of carbon monoxide having the same number of oxygen atom? Got the question? That means number of atoms of carbon dioxide in this weight is equal to number of oxygen atom in this carbon monoxide. So first though, let it just wait. We will do afterwards the second part. Let me do this first part only. Number of atoms. So we know the formula, number of atoms is equal to, and as I said before solving any numerical, you are supposed to write the formula, isn't it? So first we will write the formula and then we will solve. The number of atoms is equal to, we have formula weight upon molecular weight into Avogadro number. Okay, any doubt? Now number of atoms, no? So in carbon dioxide, what is the number of atom? In number of atoms of oxygen in CO2, and this is in given weight, isn't it? Yes. So put the value and get the answer. So weight is given 88 gram, and molecular mass of carbon dioxide, we all know it is 44, isn't it? And Na, and this is number of atoms of oxygen in carbon dioxide is 2. So this is yes, 4 Na. That means it will be 4 6 are 24. 24.088 into 10 to the power 23. If we will write in scientific notation, it will be 2.4 into 088 into 10 to the power 24. This is the number of atoms of oxygen present in 88 gram of carbon dioxide, isn't it? Now the next second part of this question said that what would be the weight of carbon monoxide having the same number of oxygen atoms? So now again use the same formula. Now number of atoms of oxygen, yes, it was also of oxygen in given weight will be equal to weight upon molecular weight into Avogadro number and into same thing, number of atoms of oxygen in CO, isn't it? So now this, as I say, is in the question given that they are having same number of oxygen atom. So that means we will write the value, this one exactly 2.4088 into 10 to the power 24 is equal to weight we have to find. Molecular weight of carbon monoxide is 12 plus 16, it is 28 into Avogadro number. This work will be easy if instead of this value we will write 4Na, isn't it? So what I'm doing, I'm just removing this, I'm writing 4Na. Any doubt in this? Can I write? Yes? Okay. So in number of oxygen atom, that is 1. So what we will do? Na with the Na cancel, and weight is equal to 4 into 28. That will be it will be 4 8s are 32, and it's 112 gram, isn't it? So we can do this calculation in this way. We've got the formula. अब अगर आप यहाँ पे ये वाली वैल्यू रखते then multiplication division again बहुत बार आ जाता 6.6. So let it be just write in 4Na form. Yes, and Na will be cancelled out and you will easily find the answer. Hope this is also clear, isn't it? Now let's start the question number 3. The question number 3 is said as 1.7 gram of unknown gas occupies 2.24 liter at NTP. Calculate its molecular mass, identify the gas. Okay, so are you getting it what it is saying? We have to find the molecular mass, so we will keep this at the right side. Okay, so since according to question 2.24 liter is present or is like occupied by 1.7 gram. Yes, I can write in this way, or you can write is 2.24 liter volume is occupied by 1.7 gram of an unknown gas. Like this is the way. Okay, so we know that 22.1 mole में कितना होता है 22.4 and 1 mole is equal to weight और molecular weight same हो जाएगा, isn't it? So 1 mole से हम molecular mass निकाल सकते हैं, isn't it? Are you getting it? So 1 mole में 1 mole मतलब volume कितना होता है 22.4 liter. This will give you 1.7 upon 2.24 into 22.4, isn't it? Solve this. It will be 17. So since 22.4 liter is equal to 1 mole, yes, and 1 mole, in 1 mole weight is equal to molecular weight. Yes, and weight we got 17, so molecular weight we got 17, isn't it? Yes, so 17 molecular mass किस गैस का होता है? So थोड़ा सा दिमाग लगाना होगा. Identify the gas. It is ammonia gas, very common gas. ऐसे क्वेश्चंस होंगे ना, बहुत ही कॉमन से होंगे. Like 18 पूछेगा, 16 पूछेगा, 17 पूछेगा, which is very common. Got it? So 17 is for, hence the gas is, that you have to little like remember, the gas is NH3. Hope it is clear. Yes, so let's start the next question. So here's the next question, class. Determine the percentage of water of crystallization in pure sample of green vitriol. Okay, so you should know the green vitriol formula first. Green vitriol is what? FeSO4.7H2O. Okay, green vitriol, formula of green vitriol is FeSO4.7H2O. First you should know this. Okay, now determine the percentage of water of crystallization. That means you have to find the percentage of this, isn't it? So what you have to do, you have to first find the total weight. Fe is 56 and this is SO4 is 96. So can I write directly 96? Is it clear? SO4 is 96 plus 7 into 18. Okay, yes. So this total you should learn. Agar nahi aata to you can find it, but I know, so I am writing 278. Okay, you will multiply this. This will be 18 7 ja 126, isn't it? And then this total will be this becomes 152, and this is 126. So 152 and 126 will be 278, isn't it? Okay, so now you have to find the percentage. So percentage of water of crystallization. Okay, so for this percentage, what we do? Total weight of that substance upon total weight, isn't it? So weight of water crystal upon total weight, isn't it? Multiplied by 100. So weight of water crystal is 18.7 ja, isn't it? So this is 126. How it came. So I'm writing over here, and total weight is 278. So this is 126 upon 278. Yes, is it into 100. So if you'll solve it, you will get this is 12 5 1 second, just okay, this is coming 40.45, so it will be 45%, 100 mila. Okay, got it? So water of crystallization in pure sample of green vitriol is 45% and rest FeSO4 is 55%, isn't it? Clear? Okay, so हमें यही निकालना था, so let it be. Now move towards next question. There is a 2 oxide of metal contains 27.6 and 30.0% oxygen respectively. If the formula of the first oxide is M3O4, then what will be the formula of second oxide? To find the formula, we should know the molecular mass of the metal, isn't it? So we have to find the molecular weight of M. How we will find? So here the percentage we can write in first oxide. This is, so in M3O4 we can write oxygen percentage is 27.6, and since it is metal oxide, so obviously it is made up of only metal and oxygen, isn't it? So oxygen percent is this, so metal percent कितना हो जाएगा? Metal percent will be 100 minus 27.6, isn't it? So just solve it, it will be 4 and here it will be 72, isn't it? So metal percentage we got 72.4. Any doubt in this? Okay, so now we have to find the metal weight, molecular mass, isn't it? So let's assume atomic mass of metal is X. Okay, so अगर if I will find percentage of metal in M3O4, what it will be? It will be percentage of M upon total weight of M3O4, isn't it? Into 100. So we got this percentage, isn't it? We got. So put the value 72.4 is equal to percentage M. Here it is 72 point. Here we will find weight of, sorry, it's not percentage, weight of metal, isn't it? So weight of metal will be, अगर मैं इसको x assume करती हूँ तो it will be 3x, isn't it? 3x. So let it be 3x upon total weight of M3O4 क्या हो जाएगा? Molecular weight ना? So this is 3x plus 4 into 16, isn't it? Tell me. Will it be M3O4 into 100? So use this, calculate this and find the x. X will be the molecular weight, isn't it? So solve it. This will be, if I will take this here, it will be 0.724. So that means 3x is equal to 0.724 multiplied by this is 3x plus 0.724. This 1000 is divided first, okay? Multiplied by this is 64. Can I write? Yes. Okay, so now solve this. This becomes this is okay. Let it be. We'll do after multiply it. It will be 3 7 21 3 4 This is 2.172x. Yes, and plus if you will multiply this, this comes 46.336. Okay, so now this x value will come over there. So 3x minus this will be 172. It will be 0.828, isn't it? Just check. Yes. Okay, is equal to 46.336. So x will be 46.336 divided by 0.828. Now do this calculation and you are getting x is equal to molecular mass. X atomic mass came 56. Got it? So now you have to find another molecule, that another formula, oxide formula, isn't it? So simple it is for empirical formula what we do, percentage upon atomic weight, isn't it? So just do for next, give me let me give the heading for finding molecular formula of second oxide. Okay, so this formula element percentage, element is this is M. I don't know what it is, so let it be M, and oxygen is there. Percentage M of is 72.4 and oxygen is 27.6. So now percentage upon atomic mass you do. Yes, so this will be 72.4 divided by M molecular mass, atomic mass we got 56. Is it clear? Yes. And this is 27.6 divided by oxygen mass is 16. So now solve it. This comes 1.25 and this is 1.88. So which one is lower? X upon least x we do. Yes. So this is 1.25 divided and this is 1.25. So what it will be? It comes 1 and this comes 1.5. So is it a simple whole number ratio? No. So how you will do it? You will multiply by 2. If we multiply by 2 in both, we'll get the simple ratio 2 and this will be 3, isn't it? Clear? So the next molecular the molecular formula for of second oxide, what we got? We are assuming that this is the molecular formula and the empirical formula are same because nothing is given. If it is given that molecular mass and all that, so we could have found this. Yes, but nothing is given, so we are assuming that the empirical formula is the molecular formula. So here M2 and O3. So this is the second formula for the that formula for the second oxide. Any doubt in this? Yes, class? Okay, so now start the next question. Let me start the next question. So yes, class, this is question number 6. So let's do this. It says that butyric acid contains only carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, a 4.2 milligram of a sample. That means butyric acid जो हमने लिया है, butyric acid, its weight is 4.24 milligram. Okay, of a sample of butyric acid is completely burned, and it gives, और जब ये burn होता है on burning, okay, this gives carbon dioxide and the water. Okay, so now what is the mass percentage of each element in this? What is this? Carbon, hydrogen and oxygen are there. We have to find percentage of each. Okay, the molecular mass of butyric acid is determined by experiment as 88 AMU. So what is the molecular formula? It's quite difficult, seems difficult, but है बहुत easy. Let's say that carbon dioxide, from where it is coming? Obviously from this carbon only. So whatever the carbon is present over here, that is from this, isn't it? Similarly, what is the hydrogen over here? That is coming from this, isn't it? Clear? So let's check this. Okay, so in carbon dioxide is like, or we can say carbon dioxide is obtained from carbon of butyric acid, isn't it? Okay, so how many, like this is, what is 44 gram, and if I am talking about this carbon, so it is 12 gram. Yes, so 44 gram of carbon dioxide is obtained from 12 gram of butyric acid, assuming. So if I am taking in milligram, because it is asked in milligram, all this now. So 44 milligram will be from 12 milligram, isn't it? So how much carbon dioxide is given? 8.45. So 8.45 milligram will be from how much? 12 upon 44 into 8.45 milligram, isn't it? Got it? So this, we got the carbon weight in this. Okay, so this is like solve. We have to solve it. This comes 2.30 milligram. Okay, clear? So now percentage of carbon. So percentage of carbon how? The weight upon total weight of butyric acid is this into 100. So weight of carbon upon total weight into 100, isn't it? So this is 2.30 divided by 4.24 into 100. If you'll solve it, you will get, this is coming 54.3%. So we got the carbon percentage. Similarly, we will find the hydrogen percentage, and rest जो बच जाएगा वो oxygen हो जाएगा. So now water is obtained from hydrogen of butyric acid, isn't it? Yes. So 18 gram is obtained by, tell me fast, this is this will be like H2, hydrogen. We'll say hydrogen. Okay, molecular mass 18 gram is, this is H2. Are you getting it? This 2H. So we have to take 2H over here also, क्योंकि balance के लिए तो at least इतना number of atoms should be same ना. So H2 is obtained from 2H of, so 18 gram is obtained from 2 gram of butyric acid, isn't it? So how much milligram? 3.64. So milligram, gram and milligram same. There is like, obviously it will be this like closed, यहाँ से निकल जाएगा common. So 12 milligram will give you 2 milligram, isn't it? So 3.46 milligram will give 2 upon 18 into 3.46 milligram. So solve it. It is 2 upon 9. So this will be 9. 3.46 upon 9. 3.46 upon 9. It is 0.384 milligram. Clear? So similarly, what you will do, you will find the percentage of hydrogen. So now percentage of hydrogen is weight of hydrogen upon total weight into 100. Why we are taking 2? Is it clear? Because we are getting H2O. So at any cost, it must be 2. Yes, isn't it? 2 हाइड्रोजन यहाँ पे चाहिए हमें, तो यहाँ पे 2 हाइड्रोजन होना ही चाहिए. Rest we will see afterwards. Okay, so 2. So weight of hydrogen is 2 upon total weight is weight of hydrogen we got 0.384. Let me 0.384 upon the total of weight of butyric acid is 4.24 into 100. Solve this, you will get the percentage. This is coming 9%. Okay. So total is not 100%. Carbon is 54.3 and hydrogen is 9%. So obviously something is there. Something what? Oxygen. So percentage of oxygen is equal to 100 minus percentage of carbon plus percentage of hydrogen. That means 100 minus 54.3 plus 9. So this becomes 63.3, isn't it? So 100 minus 63.3 will be 3, so 7, and this is 36.7%. So we got the percentage of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Now what we will do? We will find the empirical formula. So again the same formula, same method. Element and then percentage. Elements are carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Percentage is 54.3, hydrogen is 9 and oxygen is 36.7. So here percentage of upon atomic mass. So this is 54.3 divided by 12. This is 9 divided by 1. And here it will be 36.7 divided by 16. Isn't it? So solve this. What you will get? Let's see. This will be the 9 and 54.3 divided by 12. This is coming 4.52. Okay. And this is 9 and 36.7 divided by 16. It is coming 2.29. So which one is less? This one. So 2.29, 2.29 and 2.29. So simple whole number ratio. Simple. And this is x upon least x, isn't it? Okay. So 4.52 divided by 2.29. It is coming 1.97. This is 9 upon 2.29. This is coming 3.93 and this is 1. So no need to multiply because it is approximately 1.9 can be 2, 3.9 can be 4 and this is 1, isn't it? So empirical formula we got what? C2H4 oxygen. Okay, so find the empirical weight because we have to find molecular formula, isn't it? So 12 2s are 24 plus 4 plus 16. So this becomes 44. 12 plus 16, 40 plus 4. Yes. So now find the N. N is equal to क्या होता है? Yes, remember it. Molecular weight upon empirical weight, isn't it? So molecular weight is given how much? 88. And empirical weight you've got 44. So this is 2. So what will be the molecular formula? Molecular formula is equal to N into empirical formula, isn't it? So N is equal to 2 and empirical formula is C2H4O. So what will be the formula? C4H8O2. So butyric acid is C4H8O2. Got it? We got the molecular formula of butyric acid, isn't it? Is there any problem? Okay, so let's start the question number 7. Okay, class, here is the 7th question. What volume of hydrogen at NTP would be liberated by the action of 50 ml of dilute H2SO4 of 40% purity and having a specific gravity of 1.3 gram per milliliter on 65 gram of zinc. Okay, so how to do? You have to find the volume of hydrogen that is liberating by reaction of zinc and H2SO4. H2SO4 has purity 40% and its specific gravity is this much on 65 gram of zinc. So let's start this. पहले हमें find करना होगा mass of pure H2SO4. Yes, mass of pure H2SO4 first we will find, and then उसका 40% we will use. So mass of pure H2SO4 is equal to, since it is density is given and the volume is also given, yes, 50 ml. So we know that mass of pure is volume into density, isn't it? So volume is given here 50 ml and density is given 1.3 gram per milliliter. So if you multiply this, you will get 65 gram. Okay, this milliliter will be cancelled, 65 gram. Any doubt? Now अगर हम 100% की बात करते हैं तो in 100% there is solution contains 40% of purity, तो 65 ग्राम कितना होगा? Yes, purity 100 है ना, तो मतलब 40 है ना, तो कैसे purity 40% का मतलब क्या होता है? 40% purity means in 100 gram of H2SO4, 40 gram pure H2SO4 is present. Yes, so how much gram we have? 65. So in 65 gram कितना pure होगा? We have to find 40 upon 100 into 65 gram pure H2SO4. Yes, so this is, if you'll solve it, you will get 65 multiplied by this, or you can do 2.4. Yes, it is coming 26 gram. So 26 gram pure H2SO4 you are having. Yes, okay. So now अब write the equation how to do this, how it will, that how much hydrogen will liberate. So we know that the reaction, yes, class 10th में क्या होगा? Zn plus H2SO4, that will give you ZnSO4 plus H2, isn't it? Okay, so zinc is here, atomic mass 65 gram and here it is 98 gram, and hydrogen से मतलब है हमें, and hydrogen we want in volume. So 1 mole है, it is 1 mole, so 22.4 liter can I write? Yes, any problem? Since volume is given, so directly we can take, isn't it? So now just check, हमें this much H2SO4 is giving H2, no, not zinc. So we'll find in between that relation between these two. Okay, so 98 gram of H2SO4 liberates 22.4 liter of H2. Yes, so how much H2SO4 you have? 26 gram pure. Yes, so 26 gram of H2SO4 liberates 22.4 divided by 98 multiplied by 26 liter of H2, isn't it? Solve this, you'll get the volume. So let me check. This is 5.94 liters. This is the answer. Any doubt? Don't you think it's so simple? Volume is given, density is given, so you have just got this 65 gram. Now 40% purity है, तो अगर 100 में 40 gram purity है, तो 65 में कितनी purity होगी? That you got. And this much pure H2SO4 only will liberate the hydrogen gas. So अगर equation के according 98 is liberating 22.4, तो 26 कितना liberate करेगा? This is the simple answer. Yes. So let's move to question number 8, and the question number 8 is this. The reaction 2C plus O2 change into 2CO is carried out by taking 24 gram of carbon and 96 gram of oxygen. Which reactant is left? Which type? Which formula based? This is limiting reagent based question, isn't it? So we will find which reactant is left in excess. पहले हम limiting reagent find कर ले. So let me write the reaction. First 2C plus O2 change into 2CO. Yes. So this is given 24 gram. So 24 gram, if we will take to convert it into mole, it will be 2 mole. Yes? Yes or no? Okay. And this is given 96 gram. So convert it into mole. 96 divided by 32, it will be, 96 divided by O2 is there, na? 32. So it will be 3 moles. So which one is limiting reagent? This one is less. देख लेते x by a, that means 2 upon 2, it is 1, and this is y upon b, 3 upon 1, that means 3. So obviously this is greater, hence O2 is in excess. Yes. So we got this answer first. A, O2 is in excess. Now how much of it is left? बचता कितना है? So how to check? See, in this equation, if you'll check this equation, 32 gram, we want with this 24 gram, how much oxygen is reacting? 32 gram only. Yes. According to question B part, according to equation, you can see equation, 24 gram of carbon needs only 32 gram, isn't it? 16 twos are 32 gram of oxygen. So left oxygen कितना होगा? What is given? Given is 96, isn't it? And used कितना? 32. So what is this? 6 to 4 and 9 3. This is what it is. 1 second. 96 gram is given, na? ठीक है. Yes, 64 gram. Okay. Clear? Done? Any doubt? Now third part we have to find. What is the third part? How many grams of the other reactant should be taken so that nothing is left at the end of the reaction? मतलब ये 96 ग्राम ही है. अब इसको कितना लेना होगा कि कुछ भी ना बचे, completely react हो जाए. So according to the question, according to equation ही देख लो. 32 gram of oxygen needs 24 gram of carbon to react completely, isn't it? So how much gram of oxygen is given? 96 gram. 96 gram of oxygen needs 24 divided by 32 into 96 gram of carbon to react. Yes. So this is 3 and here it is 4 3s are 12, 6 7, 72 gram of carbon is required to react completely with 96 gram of what? Oxygen. This is the third answer. This is B answer. This is A answer. So hope it is clear. See, numerical is the thing to, like, it is to practice. As much as you will practice, you will be expert in this. Got it? And numerical से डरते नहीं है. डरोगे तो फिर हारोगे. डर के आगे जीत है. You know ना? So numerical अगर डराता है तो do as much as practice you can do. Got it? चलो. So let's start the next question. Question number 9. Here's question 9. Okay. So what is the volume of ethyl alcohol? If density is given, that has to be added 100 cc of, cc means centimeter cube, and 1 centimeter cube is equal to 1 milliliter. Okay. So you should know 1 centimeter. This is 1 centimeter cube. You can write like this also, and this is equal to 1 ml. Okay. So has to be added 100 cc of 0.5 m ethyl alcohol solution in water. What is the volume? Okay. So which formula you will apply? It's very simple question. Yes. Can you think? See, it's first you will find that it is what volume of ethyl alcohol that has to be added in this. So simple molarity, we know that molarity is equal to क्या होता है? Weight upon molecular weight, yes, into 1000 upon volume. Okay, so molarity is given 0.5, isn't it? And weight we will find first, because weight अगर मिल जाएगा हमारे पास density given है तो we can find the volume, isn't it? So weight upon molecular mass कितना होता है ethyl alcohol का? 46. You should learn. Okay, ethyl alcohol is C2H5OH, so you will get it 46. Okay, into 1000 upon volume is given 100 cc, 100 milliliter. So this will be cancelled, and hence weight will be equal to 46 multiplied by 0.5 upon 10. So this is 230. So upon it, this is 2.3, 23 pound. Yes. So this is the weight. Got it? Now volume. So volume is equal to क्या होता है? Volume you have to find. We know that mass is equal to volume into density. So you have to find volume. So volume will be क्या हो जाएगा? Mass upon density. And what is the mass over here? You got it right now, 2.3, and the density is 1.15. This is gram and this is gram per cc. So cc will go up, यानी कि कितना हो जाएगा? सीधे सीधे कट जाएगा, कैंसिल हो जा रहा है ये. Yes, 1.15 जो ये आ जाता है. तो this is 2 cc or 2 centimeter cube or 2 milliliter is the answer. Any doubt in this? It's so simple questions, isn't it? Don't you feel? Yes. So next move towards question number 10, and this is the question number 10. Question number 10 is 29.2% weight by weight HCl. Okay, 29.2% weight by weight का मतलब क्या होता है? 29.2 gram of HCl is present in 100 gram. Okay, solution has a density this. The molecular mass of HCl is this. What is the volume of stock solution required to prepare 200 this? It's simple सा दिख रहा है यहाँ पे देखो. Yes, यहाँ पे एक M1V1 दे रखा है और दूसरे से percentage and density is given, so we can find M1 over here, and what volume is asked. So M1V1 is equal to N2V2. It's simple सा answer question है. Okay, so we know that पहले हम 20 इसका molarity we will find, isn't it? So 29.2% W by W HCl means 29.2 gram of HCl in 100 gram of solution. Okay, so find the volume of the solution. This is weight of the solution given, density of the solution is given. So find the volume, then only you can find the molarity. Na? So volume of the solution will be what? अभी निकाला, volume is equal to mass upon density. Mass upon density. जिसका volume निकाल रहे हो उसी का mass लेंगे, उसी की density लेंगे. So mass of the solution is we got right now 100, and the density of the solution is given here. So this is gram and this is 1.25 gram per milliliter. So solve it. 100 by 8, 1.25. It's simple sir calculation. This is 80 ml, isn't it? Yes, 1000 125 8 होता 1000, so this will be 0.00 80 ml. Okay, so this is M. Now we got the volume. अब we will find the molarity. Yes, so molarity of this HCl, इतना का HCl. So M1 you will find, or two way you can do. First find the molarity of this HCl in this, और directly formula use करो, उसी में value put करके हम कर सकते हैं. So let's so molarity of 29.29.2% HCl. So molarity is equal to क्या होगा? Weight is given here 29.2, isn't it? And upon molecular mass of HCl is 36.5, we all know, into volume is ml, so it will be 1080. Yes, solve it and you will get the value of this is, it is coming 1 second. Okay, so 36.5 multiplied by 8 is coming 292, and here it will be 2920, isn't it? So this is coming 10 molar. So now what formula you will apply? Hence M1V1 is equal to M2V2. So M1 we got 10m, HCl we have to find, volume we have to find, M2 is given 0.4 and V2 is given 200 ml. So any problem? V1 is equal to, this will be 80, isn't it? Upon 10, that means 8 ml. This is the answer. Hope it is clear. So now question number 11 is waiting for you. So let's start that question. Okay, so question number 11. It says that 20 ml of a solution of sulfuric acid neutralizes 21.2 ml of 30% solution. Okay, so you should know that 30% solution means 30% solution means 30 gram of 30% solution of the sodium carbonate. So 30 gram of Na2CO3 is in 100 gram of solution. Yes. So now let's find the normality. Then how much water should be added to 100 ml of this solution to bring down its strength to decinormal? Decinormal, that means normality is equal to 1 by 10. Deci means 1 by 10. I have explained in the video. Yes. So first you will find this in this quantity what is the normality of Na2CO3. So normality of Na2CO3 is equal to, normality formula, weight upon equivalent weight. और इक्विवेलेंट वेट को मैं और क्या लिख सकती थी? मॉलिक्यूलर वेट डिवाइडेड बाय 2 ऊपर चला जाता, मतलब n फैक्टर, and this is 1000 upon volume, isn't it? So weight is given here 30 and the equivalent weight. See, Na2CO3 if you'll find the weight, molecular weight, we will get 106. And since it is salt, so what we'll check? It will check the charge, positive and negative charge over there. So which will be same. So 2Na plus Na2, positive 2 charge. So 106 divided by 2, it will be equivalent weight 53. Got it? Now 1000. And the volume what it is? 100 gram of solution. Since it is water mix over there, so we are assuming that density is 1 gram per milliliter. So volume will be considered as 100. Okay, this means assuming 100 ml. Since the density is not given, so we are assuming that density of the solution is 1 gram per milliliter, and that's why. So solve this and you will get 300 upon 53. That means 5.66 normality. Yes, isn't it? Now 20 ml of a solution of sulfuric acid. This sulfuric acid neutralize कर रहा है इतने को. So which formula? So now N1V1 is equal to N2V2. If I am taking this one as a H2SO4, for this H2SO4 N1, so this is for sodium bicarbonate. Any doubt in this? Okay, so we have to find this normality, क्योंकि next क्या कह रहे हैं? How much water should be added to 100 ml of this solution to bring down its strength to decinormal? इसकी कंडीशन को, इसमें हम बाद में कितना और वाटर मिलाएंगे कि उसकी नॉर्मेलिटी 1/10 हो जाए. तो अभी फाइंड करो कि अभी के केस में इन दिस न्यूट्रलाइजिंग what is the normality over here. So N1 we will find that N1 will be, next case it will be N2. Are you getting it? क्या बोल रही हूँ मैं? Okay, so N1 is equal to N2 V2 upon V1, isn't it? So put the value. N2 is given over here. What is this N2? We got right now sodium carbonate की this is 5.66 and the volume of the sodium bicarbonate is 21.2. So this is 21.2 and the volume of this is 20. So solve it. This is coming 6 normal. Yes. So now अभी H2SO4 की जो solution है that strength is 669. Later on मतलब इसमें हम कितना वॉल्यूम मिलाएंगे कि इसकी नॉर्मेलिटी जो हो जाएगी वो क्या हो जाए, डेसी नॉर्मल हो जाए. सो अगेन वी विल यूज नाउ अगेन we will use formula, which one? N1 V1 is equal to N2 V2, and this is now the case for, this was the case for neutralization. Yes, now this is the case for dilution because we are going to add water in this, isn't it? Clear? So here it is asked कि volume इसका कितना हम add करेंगे इसमें. So V1 we have to find, this is N2 V2 upon N1. What is this N2 over here? Now I said ना this H2, अब ये 6N है, इसमें इसका that is the N2. okay, क्योंकि कह रहा है कि how much water should be added to 100 ml of this solution. मतलब ये जो हमने solution निकाला उसके 100 ml में हम कितना और पानी ऐड करेंगे कि उसकी स्ट्रेंथ डेसी नॉर्मल हो जाए. So that's why this N2 is 6 and the V2 becomes कितना, 100 ml. okay, so this इस solution में कह रहे हैं ना, इस solution के 100 ml में हम कितना और पानी ऐड करें कि उसकी स्ट्रेंथ डेसी नॉर्मल हो जाए. आर यू गेटिंग इट? बात समझ में? और यू कैन वाइस वर्सा यू कैन डू N1 V1 को अगर तुम ले लेते तो 6 into 100 अपॉन दिस, दैट कैन बी डन. क्लियर? So and this N1 is given to bring this deci normal 0.1. you can write 1 by 10 को 0.1 we can write. So this is 6000 ml. So कह रहे कितना, how much water should be added to it, यानी कि 100 ml तो पहले से था. yes, so water added will be equal to 6000 minus 100 and that will be 5900 ml. Is this clear? Just pause the video and do it by yourself. You will get it. okay, if you are not getting it once, watch it twice. You will get it. okay, it's a matter of practice. Now last question for the session. So this is question number 12 is waiting for you. Let's start this. 50 centimeter cube of this and HCl is titrated against 0.1 and NaOH solution. पहले हमने इतने HCl को इतने से titrate किया, titrate means neutralize किया. Now the titration is discontinued, but वो discontinue हो गया, रुक गया. उसके बाद हमने क्या किया? After adding 50 centimeter cube of NaOH solution. okay, वो डिसकंटिन्यू कब हुआ? जब हमने उसमें 50 सेंटीमीटर क्यूब ऑफ NaOH ऐड किया. द रिमेनिंग टाइट्रेशन, जब हमने मतलब बच गया था, कुछ पार्ट बच गया होगा, तो वो पार्ट हमें निकालना कि क्या बचा. गॉट इट? एंड दैट इज गोइंग टू अगेन, जब हमने उसको टाइट्रेट कराया, द रिमेनिंग टाइट्रेशन इज कंप्लीटेड बाय एडिंग 0.5 and KOH. सी दिस इज बेस. So and this one is acid and this one is base. So it is quite clear कि जो ऊपर वाला रिएक्शन हुआ होगा उसमें जो बचा है, जो डिसकंटिन्यू हुआ है, that is the acid part. तभी वो बेस से रिएक्ट कर रहा है. Are you getting it? So हर हाल में आपका HCl का पार्ट बचा हुआ होना चाहिए. Okay, let's see how to do. What is the volume of KOH required for completing the titration? So let's do It seems like तुम्हें थोड़ा सा ऐसे क्वेश्चन देखने में लग रहा होगा, it may be vague but it is not like that. So let's start with this. Okay, first we will find कि volume of HCl कितना used up हुआ या कितना left बच गया. ठीक है, so we first we will find, क्योंकि I told you ना this is going to react second step में ये KOH से reaction होगा, तो obviously HCl का ही part बचा होगा. Okay, so now we will do that. First we will find volume of HCl left. Okay, clear? Cup after incomplete titration. Okay, so there is a formula N1V1 is equal to N2V2, क्योंकि न्यूट्रलाइजेशन के लिए यही फॉर्मूला होता है. So अगर मैंने इसको HCl माना and इसको NaOH माना, so HCl part is like leaving behind, थोड़ा सा HCl बच जा रहा. Yes, so we'll do find this HCl की strength कितनी दे रखी है 0.2 and we will find कि वॉल्यूम इसका कितना यूज अप हुआ था इसको न्यूट्रलाइज करने के लिए, इसके पूरे पार्ट को न्यूट्रलाइज करने के लिए. सो दिस इज N1 NaOH के लिए N is 0.1 and its volume is 50 centimeter. Isn't it clear? Are you getting this? What I said? We will find कि इस पूरे को टाइट्रेट करने के लिए 0.1 NaOH solution, the titration is discontinued after this. मतलब इतने पार्ट को हमें टाइट्रेट करने के लिए कितना वॉल्यूम HCl का जरूरत पड़ी, कितना रिक्वायर्ड हुआ, दैट वी विल फाइंड एंड उसको माइनस कर देंगे तो यू विल गेट द लेफ्ट वन. यस, सो V1 इज इक्वल टू कितना हो गया, दिस इज 5 अपॉन 0.2, दैट मीन्स 25. यस, सो V1 दिस वॉज द यूज्ड अप, ये यूज्ड हो गया. सो लेफ्ट कितना हुआ, लेफ्ट 50 सेंटीमीटर पहले से था and now used up, so this is 25 ml. I told you centimeter cube is equal to milliliter, so whether you write centimeter or cube or you write ml, it's okay. So left volume of HCl, this one. Now अब क्या बचा हुआ, HCl. So that HCl we got this. Okay, so now अब यहाँ पे क्या करेंगे, now we will find volume of KOH required to neutralize, किसे, to neutralize 25 ml, ये जो left over है 25 ml of concentration is to given ना 0.2 n, same HCl. Yes, so again you will use N1V1 is equal to N2V2 and this time same अगर इसको HCl लेते हैं तो this will be for KOH this time, isn't it? So this is 0.2 and volume is 25 is equal to N2. The remaining titration is completed by 0.5 N. So 0.5 N KOH and V2 we have to find. So this will be 5, isn't it, upon 0.5 is equal to V2. So V2 is equal to 10 ml of KOH is required. 10 ml of KOH is required for complete titration. Okay, so that's it. Okay class, so we have solved today, we have solved lots of questions today. Okay, so this was a long session. So now what you are supposed to do, you have to practice each and every question by your own and just check the method or check the way or like the answers given after doing it. Okay, so okay class, so this is here we are ending that first chapter. Okay, and now next chapter we will start in short time. Okay, so till then, thank you class.